bore off the drawn dagger, and approached within 3 or 4 feet of the retreating figure. And the lad turned suddenly and confronted his pursuer. A sharp cry, and the dagger dropped gleaming upon the sable carpet, upon which instantly afterwards fell prostrate in death the Prince Prospero.
Read it the right way, Henry.
That's what it says.
He's not dead. Stop teasing.
Master Henry! Miss Eleanor, come quick! It's your mum! Mr. Tilney, are you sure this is a shortcut?
Of course I'm sure. I hope I should know my own home.
Look, a bridge. We've reached civilization.
It's just a place for an ambush.
Oh, yes. It's a favorite spot with the highwaymen.
Highwaymen?
Didn't I tell you? Northanger grounds are full of them.
What? Are we likely to be pillaged?
I'm in danger of my life whenever I walk the estate. Rather inconvenient.
Really? You're joking.
Perfectly serious, I assure you.
But you're not.
Don't you trust me?
I'm not so sure I do. You've led me through acres of brambles, and I still haven't seen a sign of your abbey.
Come on. There. My sister and I used to picnic by that tree when we were children. Miss Morland, I am hurt. In all the time we've known each other, have you ever known me to lead you wrong?
Well, no. But I haven't exactly been around you enough to know.
Oh, 6 weeks is quite long enough to establish a friendship, especially in Bath.
But you don't get to know people so well at dances and parties as you can when you see them in their own homes.
Well, if you refuse to acknowledge my friendship, at least let me thank you on my sister's account for becoming her visitor.
Mr. Tilney, that's not what I meant.
No. But your kindness is the mark of real friendship, and it creates real gratitude. My sister is uncomfortably circumstanced. She has no female companion, and in the frequent absence of her father and older brother is often without any companion at all.
But how can that be? Are not you with her?
I cannot always be at home. A youngest son must look to his future.
That is unfortunate. I didn't know you had a brother.
We hardly ever see Frederick. He joined the army years ago and is off fighting in the war. Look there.
Oh, Mr. Tilney, it's lovely.
I think so. But it's not really mine, you know. The estate belongs to my father as long as he's alive, and upon his death it will pass to my brother. At the moment, however, Eleanor and I are alone.
But how perfectly wonderful to have a whole abbey all to yourselves.
But have you nerves fit for sliding panels and tapestry? Are you prepared to encounter all the horrors that an abbey such as Northanger may produce?
Horrors?
How fearfully will you examine the furniture of your apartment, and what will you discern? Not tables, wardrobes, or drawers, but a ponderous chest which no effort can open.
Oh, Mr. Tilney, how frightful! This is just like a book. It could not really happen to me. Well, what then?
Nothing too alarmed perhaps may occur the first night, but on the second, or at farthest the third night after your arrival, you will probably have a violent storm.
And during the frightful gusts of wind, you will probably think you discern one portion of the curtain more agitated than the rest. Unable to repress your curiosity, you will proceed to examine this mystery.
No, indeed! I should be much too frightened to do any such thing.
Nonsensical girl.
Back at last, Henry.
Observant as always.
My carriage arrived ages ago. You certainly took your time upon the road.
We were attacked by highwaymen. The horses bolted and carried the carriage off the cliff.
What?
Well, I'm glad to see you both undamaged.
We managed to jump off before the carriage went over.
Well, I trust you found your journey pleasant.
Oh, yes. You have such a lovely countryside. Mr. Tilney was pointing out all the features along the way.
Indeed, Henry.
That was before the highwaymen assailed us.
Come, Catherine, let me show you to your room before he convinces me.
This is such a romantic old house. It seems just a place for ghosts.
I suppose we do have our ghosts, of a sort. I do hope you shall find it comfortable.
It's lovely. You can use this chest to put your things in.
I remember that book. It had all sorts of horrible stories in it. We used to read it together, Henry and I haven't seen it since the day Mother died.
Her death must have been a great affliction.
A great and increasing one. I was only 6 when it happened, and though I felt the loss as keenly as one so young can feel it, I could not know then what a loss it was. I have no sister, you know, and Father is hardly ever home. And though my brothers are very affectionate, they are often away, and so it is impossible for me to be not often solitary.
You must miss Mr. Tilney very much when he's away.
Henry and I are very close. But a mother would have been always present. A mother would have been a constant companion and friend. Oh, well, I'll let you get settled. Dinner's at 6.
Enjoying our garden, I see. May I join you?
Yes, of course.
Are you fond of flowers?
Well, actually, I'm rather indifferent about flowers. But I've just learned to love a primrose.
And how might one learn? By accident? Or by argument?
Your sister taught me. I cannot tell how. Mamma used to take great pains year after year to make me like them, but I never could. till I saw them one day in Bath.
And now you have learnt to love a primrose. So much the better. You have gained a new source of enjoyment, and it's always well to have as many holds upon one's happiness as possible. And besides, the love of flowers is always desirable in your sex as a means of getting you out of doors and persuading you to greater exercise than you would otherwise take. And though the love of a primrose may be rather domestic, who can tell? The sentiment once raised, but you may come in time to love a rose.
But I do not need to love a flower to get me out of doors. The mere pleasure of walking and breathing fresh air is enough for me. In the summer I'm out more than half my time. Mamma says I am never within.
At any rate, I am glad that you have learnt to love a primrose. The mere habit of learning to love is the thing. And the teachableness of disposition in a young lady is a very great blessing. I don't think she loves me, Eleanor.
Nonsense, Henry. Of course she does.
Then why doesn't she say something?
Well, have you told her of your affection?
Yes!
Henry.
Well, no, not exactly. But I keep hinting.
Hinting isn't going to work. I may be used to your teasing, but Catherine is not. She has too much imagination to know when you're serious or when you're joking.
She does have a vivid imagination.
Like someone else I know. Oh, cheer up, Henry. Her eyes light up when you walk into the room. She expresses herself differently. I'm sure if you went to her and told her of your affection, she would not fail to reciprocate your love.
Do you think so?
I do. I do indeed.
Catherine, I'm going out to walk in the garden. Would you care to join me?
Well, I'd rather stay here, actually.
Ah, you doleful.
This is such an enormous old house. I wonder. The dauntless heroine left her own devices in the deserted abbey, began to explore her surroundings. The air reeked of silence and mystery, and she was unafraid. Ah! A gun! It all comes of reading too many novels. Somehow it always does. Mama always said so. But I haven't read many novels lately. Except Udolpho. It is such a thrilling book. And my head's still full of it. Not the best when you're staying at a real abbey. An abbey where Mr. Tilney's mother died under mysterious circumstances years ago. I wonder which room was hers. I suppose it must be here, somewhere. Probably kept just the way it was when she died. The fearless heroine crept up the dark passageway, hardly daring to imagine what lay beyond the menacing door. What secrets of the past lay inside that dark chamber? She had only to turn the rusted handle.
Who the devil are you? Nothing to be seen but confusion. Some cried out to me. Miss Morland!
There's a man in the house, and he grabbed me, and I ran.
Good day, Frederick.
I caught this girl trespassing in your mother's old quarters. Last I heard, a forbidden room is a forbidden room. Not a place for strangers to go poking about in. This place certainly has slept while I've been gone.
Pleased to see you too.
Frederick, this is our friend Catherine Morland, whom we met in Bath. She's come to stay for a while.
I'm sure all of Bath is raving about you, Miss Morland.
Oh, I hope not. What could they possibly have to say about me?
It's rather cold for this time of year, don't you think? But I hear the crocuses promise well.
What the deuce are you talking of, Henry?
The weather, of course.
Have you had any news from the war?
Father's dead.
Frederick, don't joke about a thing like that.
I'm not joking. The doctors say it was those 3 bullets the French put in him.
Frederick, have you no feeling?
Don't be melodramatic. It happened almost a fortnight ago. I came as soon as I could to bring home the news.
So you've come to claim your inheritance, have you?
In a manner of speaking.
I'm so sorry.
Miss Morland,
I'm very sorry, Eleanor, about your father. It must be dreadful for you and your brothers. I wish there was something I could do to help.
It is sad. But then, perhaps it is wrong to say it. But we were never very close to Father. And he was away so much that his being gone won't really alter things much.
Have your brothers always been so...
So cold?
Hmm.
Yes. With Frederick being home, who knows what things will change. They were never close. And I worry for Henry. But the inheritance is a good thing for Frederick. Heaven knows he needs the money.
Is he very poor then?
He wasn't. Years ago, that is. But my brother picked up bad habits in the army. And he can't stay away from the card tables, and I fear he owes a great deal of money.
Will he be able to keep Northanger?
I don't know. Perhaps we will be living somewhere else soon. Oh, I dread the very thought of it.
I've always wanted to try my hand at piracy. Or I thought I could go into the damoiselle rescuing business, you know. I've always planned on being a clergyman.
A clergyman?
Are you opposed to the cloth?
No, my father's a clergyman.
Really?
Yes. I think it a fine profession. I'm sure you'll deliver magnificent sermons.
Long-winded sermons, you mean? I have a parish promised to me in Woodston. The parsonage needs some work, but I have plans to restore it. Would you like to see it someday?
Yes, I'd love to.
Oh, is that for the muslin or the new satin?
The muslin. Is that your brother?
Frederick! What are you doing?
I'm contemplating some little changes to the grounds. Those primroses will have to go. I'll plant something decent in their place. There will be some changes now that I am master.
Come sit with us?
This spot is too dreary for my tastes. I shall have it removed directly.
Oh! No! Oh, you can't! I love this tea house.
If you're so fond of it, perhaps you can keep it in your room.
This was my mother's favorite spot. I used to sit here with her so often. But it was not so dear to me then as it has become since she died.
And ought not her memory to endear it to Captain Tilney?
Oh, she was not his mother. Oh, didn't Henry tell you? Frederick's mother died in childbirth, and my father remarried 6 years later.
Oh. But did Captain Tilney never come to love your mother as his own?
I don't think they got along while she was alive. But he was greatly afflicted by her death, and he left for the army that evening.
Oh. You were with her, I suppose, to the last.
No. Her illness was short and sudden, and by the time Henry and I arrived, it was all over.
Oh. That is unfortunate. A laundry list. A letter? January 14th, 1785. To Mr. Frederick Tilney. Dearest Sir, the Northanger estate is entailed, and your stepmother cannot inherit anything. It bears a groundness in that respect. As for disliking her, hate is a rather strong word, I think. There's nothing much to be done about that, barring arsenic! You'll either have to bear with her whims or go into the army. As for her disliking you, that's a more serious matter. You have some ground in thinking her a threat to your position, and can do nothing to change her influence upon your father. Though if she should happen to die, I would of course handle all the legal details that might arise. Yours sincerely, Henry Crawford, Attorney at Law. Captain Tilney.
Catherine?
Mr. Tilney? You gave me such a fright!
May I venture to suggest that you would be more comfortable walking upon the path?
Well, no. I mean, yes. That is, I mistook you for someone else.
Indeed, and whom did you mistake me for, a highwayman?
Well, actually, it's a rather long story, and I'm sure you wouldn't believe it, even if I told it to you!
Wouldn't I? Truly, you are a puzzle, Miss Morland. I suppose that you mistook me for some sort of gypsy or highwayman who had trespassed upon this estate and was now intending to do much harm to the contents of your purse and your own self. Tell me, does my knowledge of the mind of Catherine Morland do me justice in this case? Do I reason correctly?
Well, no, not entirely.
Then you would offer your own explanation.
Oh. Well, I suppose I did not mistake you for any sort of highwayman.
I'm glad of it.
I was not harboring any sort of ridiculous notion as that. I merely mistook you for your brother, that is all.
My brother? And have you a particular wish to avoid him? Do you dislike him?
A little. It does not seem an especially good sort of man, and he did want to destroy your mother's tea house.
Frederick and my mother have never gotten along. He had not the same reason to love her as Eleanor and I had.
But he didn't have any sort of reason to hate her.
Hate her? No. I am afraid that conspiring to tear down a tea house is insufficient grounds for such a charge. I've thought of tearing it down myself before several times. It's very inconveniently located. Do you suspect me of hating my mother?
What? No! No, you're nothing like Captain Tilney. He's been acting strange ever since he arrived.
Miss Morland, your voice echoes the interrogations of a detective about to solve a deadly mystery. But you do wholly mistake yourself to place a Gothic novel here at Northanger. The scenery would never do. Not in the Abbey grounds, at least, and not in the bright daylight.
No, indeed. It is the deepest dark of night that calls for suspicions.
Suspicions? Do you truly suspect Northanger of harbouring some atrocities that is normally confined to the pages of novels?
Well, no! That is, one can never be too prepared to stumble upon some ancient secret or some unordinary bit of history, especially at an abbey such as Northanger.
Have you any tangible reason to suspect Northanger of harbouring secrets?
Well, no. That is, there was a letter I found in my room from some sort of a lawyer addressed to your brother, and it was very interesting.
Indeed. What did it say?
Well, he didn't like your mother.
I am astonished.
It all seems very suspicious.
What, you don't think my brother receives letters?
No, I mean your mother dying so suddenly, and neither you or Eleanor being at home. And your brother not being very fond of your mother.
If I understand you rightly, you have formed a surmise of such horror as... Dear Miss Morland, consider the dreadful nature of the suspicions you have entertained. What have you been judging from? Could such atrocities be perpetrated without being known in a country like ours, where every person is surrounded by a neighbourhood of voluntary spies, where the newspapers and roads lay everything open? Dearest Miss Morland, what ideas have you been admitting?
You are quiet tonight, Catherine.
Of course she is. It's such a dull evening, she can't help herself. Come, let's have a dance.
Henry, your humours never cease to amaze me. Why, we haven't two couples between us.
We have exactly two couples.
But someone must play. And Frederick doesn't look disposed to dance this evening.
Never mind all that. Play us a minuet or a gavotte or something like that, for I am determined to dance with Miss Morland and raise her spirits. May I have this dance, Miss Morland?
You may. Why do you smile so?
Nay, why are you smiling? Or Eleanor, for that matter. Oh, but we must not think of Eleanor, or of anyone besides ourselves, during the course of the dance. We have entered into a contract of mutual agreeableness for the space of an evening, and all our agreeableness belongs to each other during that time. I consider a dance to be an emblem of marriage.
But they are nothing alike.
You will allow that, in both,
Man has the advantage of choice, woman only the power of refusal. That both are engagements between a man and a woman entered into for their mutual benefit, and that when once entered into, they belong exclusively to each other, till the moment of its dissolution.
Commendable form, Tilney. Never seen such fine dancing in a parlour.
Henry Crawford? I thought you were in London.
I have business with your brother. Good evening, Miss Tilney. And Miss Morland, I presume.
Yes, sir.
Formalities are not necessary, Crawford. Private business requires a private audience. Nothing more.
You're quite right, Captain.
Enjoy your dance, Henry. One never knows whether the opportunity will arise again.
True. I haven't danced in years. If I'd known I was dancing my last dance, I would have picked a prettier partner.
But Henry's not dancing his last dance.
But who can tell?
How very odd, the things Frederick says.
You must forgive him, Eleanor. He does not have the talent for conversing easily with whose constitutions differ from his own. Forget about all that. Come, play us a concerto, a difficult, grand one. Miss Morland.
Mr. Tilney, I'm exceedingly grieved to have offended you this afternoon, and I sincerely apologize for my misconduct.
It was I who was too harsh and unkind in my words. If you had seen such scenes laid before you as the one that has just taken place, it is no wonder that an imaginative reader like yourself should have been misled.
But you were right, and have always been right. I've probably filled my head with all sorts of nonsense, and it's a wonder you did not check my foolishness before. I've been a very silly girl, but I'm still very young, and have a sufficient time ahead of me in which to devote myself to change.
You are not very young, and I would not change you for the world. A moment, Miss Morland.
Frederick? Frederick? Where are you off to? Frederick?
So you've seen the will?
As I said in my letter...
Yes! I read that! But is it true?
The entire estate goes to your brother, I'm afraid.
Blast!
You'll hear of it in a matter of days.
Then we will simply have to persuade him to decline his inheritance.
And how do you plan on doing that?
Miss Morland will provide all the leverage we need. We will remove her from the grounds this very night.
Kidnap an innocent lady? Well, that's low, Frederick. Even for you.
I thought you would have known me by now.
This had better not turn out like last time. I'm sick and tired of cleaning up after your messes.
Henry's mother deserved everything she got.
Miss Morland, you must leave at once.
Don't tease, Henry.
It's your shawl. Never mind about your other things. I'll have them sent to you later. Taken my gun as well.
Henry?
Eleanor, do we have any swords?
There's one above the mantle.
Good. Now, go to your room and lock your door.
What has gotten into you?
No questions, please. I'll explain later. Miss Morland, are you ready?
Henry, it is nearly 9:30. Look at your death.
I'd rather catch it than meet it. Miss Morland,
I'm ready.
Henry?
go to bed, Eleanor. I'll return within an hour. Remember to lock your door.
The stars are beautiful tonight.
Yes, they're lovely.
You've not looked at them.
One does not have to. Stars are always lovely.
Must we walk so fast?
I'm afraid so.
Whatever for?
We must get you onto the coach to Salisbury without delay.
I'm very sorry to have offended you.
I'm not offended.
Then I suppose it amuses you to mock my fancies.
This way.
I know I have been foolish, but I'm sorry for it, truly.
Miss Morland, before you finish your apology, which I am certain would be both eloquent and sincere, I must inform you that it is quite unnecessary. Indeed, it is I who must apologize to you.
What?
You were right. I should not have doubted your suspicions, as fanciful as they seemed.
You mean your brother? And your mother's death?
All that and more.
More? Mr. Tilney, is this another joke?
I wish it were. Here, take this.
What is it?
A few lines for your journey. Don't read it until you're safely on the coach.
Mr. Tilney, I don't understand.
I hardly know where to begin.
They can't have gone far.
Quickly, down here.
For heaven's sake, please tell me what's the matter.
Hush! Our very lives may be at stake.
Well, they've gone to the stables, I warrant. Let's head them off.
Where's your brother going?
To find us. Come.
What?
Going somewhere, Henry?
Is that you, Catherine?
Yes?
Did they hurt you?
Not much.
Sorry about this.
It's not my fault, really. If I had never gone into your mother's room, followed your brother onto that bridge, or read that letter...
That's not why they brought us here.
But I thought you said Captain Tilney...
Yes, but there's more. Frederick needs the inheritance.
But he already has the inheritance.
No. Father left it to me. Crawford came this evening to bring Frederick the news. The estate is mine, unless I give it up.
Will you give it to him?
I don't know what else I can do.
Very true. I must congratulate you on your powers of deduction. I thought I was going to have to explain everything to you.
You should not discuss your plans so loudly if you don't want to be overheard.
The squeaking floorboard.
I knew I heard something.
And yet you still played right into our hand. Anyways, you know what I want. Crawford, the paper.
Ah, sir. I have here an affidavit of your decision to relinquish your inheritance in its entirety to your brother. Before me, the undersigned authority, on this day, personally appeared all the undersigned affiants who, after having been by me duly sworn on oath, each for himself and herself, deposes and says that on the 29th day of May.
My dear Catherine, I apologize for sending you away so unceremoniously, but I cannot risk your life as well as mine. Since we part so suddenly, I will have you know that these last few weeks have been for me ones of increasing happiness. This is not the manner that I would have chosen to communicate my feelings,
but I cannot let you leave unaware of my affection. Time is short. I love you, and I shall always be yours, faithfully, Henry Tilney.
The monies and properties contained therein. He and the heirs male of his body as long as the line may continue. Sign here.
And if I should refuse?
Oh. You wouldn't do that.
Your signature, please.
And then you kill us. I see.
No, Henry. You will live.
And Catherine?
Whoever would have thought that you'd be a murderer?
What do you mean?
They will find her body in the morning. You were the last person seen with her. And you were taking a suspicious walk in the woods at night. And you did have a sword.
If you so much as touch her, I'll
Send for the law. I'm afraid they won't believe a murderer. Once Crawford takes your affidavit to the notary, I'll have everything I want from you. Yes, Catherine dies. You go to jail. I get the inheritance. Everything works out nicely.
I will not sign it.
Would you like to hear her scream first?
No! Bring me a pen.
That's better.
I'll be back by dawn.
Thank you for your cooperation, brother. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, I'm going to fix you up here so you don't try to escape. I hate to have to hunt you down.
That will be a tragedy.
You two have never been closer. No, I'll leave you now. Don't go far. I'll be right outside the door.
I hope you enjoyed your last dance.
Are you awake?
Yes.
What time do you think it is?
I don't know.
Seems like we've been here forever.
I expect Crawford will be coming back soon.
You think they're really going to kill me?
Not unless they kill me first.
your letter.
Oh. Did you like it?
Yes, I liked it very much. Mr. Tilney.
Please, call me Henry. Mr. Tilney is what the servants call me.
Henry, this is too much like a dream.
A good dream or a nightmare?
Both.
Catherine,
Yes.
if we ever get out of this alive, will you marry me?
If we ever get out of this alive.
Yes. Will you marry me?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Henry.
Good morning, Frederick.
You lost your sword. Bad form. Do you want it?
What time is it?
Dawn. I'm afraid we're short on time.
How does it feel to be helpless to save the girl whom you love?
They'll be looking for us, you know.
You'd better hope they don't find you. The punishment for murder is hanging.
That doesn't seem to have stopped you.
If you're referring to that little incident with your mother, I was barely involved. I merely gave her a little push.
What's that supposed to mean?
Arsenic? It says so in Crawford's letter.
Sadly, I cannot be so nice with Miss Morland. I need your sword through her heart, or a bullet from your gun through her skull.
You may have my gun and my sword, but you still don't have a motive.
There are plenty of reasons to kill a young girl. Shall I enlist them?
That won't be necessary.
You haven't known her long. You won't miss her.
She's just agreed to become my wife.
I'm so happy for you. You didn't think I'd carry around a loaded gun, did you?
Too bad. Run, Catherine!
Henry?
Let go of her.
Put down the gun, Henry.
Drop the sword.
It's no good, Henry. I've killed more men with a blade than you can count.
I only have to kill one!
You're going to kill me, little brother. I thought you were going to be a priest.
Catherine!
Frederick! Oh, so you're back for seconds, are you?
Catherine, are you all right?
Oh, my leg. And my head.
Don't try to move it.
What happened? Where's your brother?
He's gone. Well, that was more fun than I'd ever like to have again.
Mr. Tilney!
Henry.
Henry! What happened? Is Catherine all right?
She's fine. Nothing serious.
Where have you been? I thought Catherine went home. Why are you covered in blood?
We were detained by highwaymen. So, Catherine, have you had your fill of adventure?
I shall never read another novel, ever again. I have formed my plan, and am determined to enter on a course of serious study. By reading only sensible books, I shall gain in the course of a 12th month a great deal of instruction which I now feel myself to want.
I am sorry to hear it. The person, be it gentleman or lady, who has not pleasure in a good novel must be intolerably stupid.
Maybe someday.
But perhaps in future your adventures may be confined to books.
I suppose. You know, Eleanor said something rather strange about your uncle yesterday.
Catherine?
I know. But I was right.
Pleasure doing business with you, sir.